There's a bunch of trucks moving stuff out. Gee, what do you think you might move out if America's about to bomb your site? Again, I don't think they're moving out the popcorn. So, and it's this material can be moved in what look like large scuba tanks. They call them scuba tanks, but I try to show pictures of this too. They're actually like as large as this table. So you need basically trucks like that satellite photography shows that they took out. So we can't say for sure, but what you see is these are the indications that you worry they've dispersed the material even before we hit the site.
And then we attack.
Yep.
The United States attacks in February 2026, which is...
February 2026, February 2028, we start again, this time with regime change. Notice we don't go even after the nuclear material. We don't know where it is.
So for the average person would think if you take out the supreme leader, then the war is over. Drop the bomb on the person and the war is complete.
Yeah, so let's talk about your Jenga thing here, because what I find, Stephen, so keep in mind, I am advising, teaching some of the most brilliant minds in the country. Now, a lot of these smart people, though, they don't know that they've been given like 1-inch deep briefings, maybe even 1-sentence briefings. So their image is often like this, and it's wrong. This is what they think the regime looks like. And they think that because they've been given, they basically have been consuming, probably for years, 1 or 2 sentences about the structure. They know there's a supreme leader. They might know there's nuclear facilities, missiles command. And so it looks like, oh my goodness gracious, that if you could just simply take out the right node, you would be able to make this whole thing fall down, okay? But that's the wrong image, Stephen. This is the way smart people think. The problem is, this is a false image of most regimes, even the bad ones, and certainly the Iranian regime. Let me just focus on the Iranian regime. The Iranian regime is more like a matrix. It's not brittle the way this is. So you can keep trying to pull things out, but with a matrix, or I think the corporate structures now are built to be adaptive to change, because you have so many changes that happen. The structure needs to adapt to change. That is basically the structure of revolutionary regimes going back to before World War I.
Okay, I want to ask a dumb question.